Well, it's good to see everyone. I was here the day after the session ended on May 31st, on June 1st, and I said I would veto the ComEd and Ameren bill to raise utility rates on families and businesses and governments all across Illinois. The proposal seeks to increase utility rates each year for each of the next 10 years. And yesterday there was a hasty effort to try and paper over this bad bill. And I want to warn the people of Illinois that the Illinois Commerce Commission, which has existed for more than a century, that is set up by law to be independent of the utility companies, is in grave jeopardy here because legislators who accept lots and lots of campaign donations from utility companies want to write a law to raise the consumer utility bills for the next decade. This is a very bad thing. The Illinois Commerce Commission, by law, cannot accept campaign donations from utility companies. This is an independent body set up by law to make sure that the consumers are protected from any kind of special interest operations by utility companies. So today and tomorrow and every day, we, the consumers of Illinois, have to stand guard against overreaching by big utilities, Commonwealth Edison and Ameren, with their legislative supporters trying to ram down the throats of the people of Illinois a very bad bill for our economic climate. Companies do not want higher utility bills. Families don't want higher utility bills. And certainly governments that are striving to deal with tight budgets don't want their electric bill going higher. So it's very important we stand together on this issue. And I'm going to fight as hard as I can together with our Attorney General, Lisa Madigan, and my good friends from AARP and the Citizen Utility Board and consumers all across Illinois. We've had so many mayors contact us after a very bad summer of service outages and bad performance by Commonwealth Edison. The very idea that they could raise their rates every year for the next 10 years is a bum deal. The Commerce Commission is set up by law to be the experts, to be independent, and not to be allowed to accept campaign donations in setting utility policy. Meanwhile, we have some legislators who have 3 loaves of bread under each arm, all the campaign donations they've gotten from the utility companies. They want to set the utility policy. It's very harmful to the public and to the public interest. So I'd be glad to answer any questions you might have. Well, we'll see what happens. I sure hope they come to their senses and understand that the veto that I put on this bill, together with the Attorney General at my side, the lawyer for the people, I think that veto should be sustained by members of the General Assembly, and everybody goes back to the drawing board and come up with a comprehensive energy policy that is not harmful to our consumers and businesses in Illinois or our governments. So I think it's important that we understand that's what the stakes are. That's what's going on here today.
Governor, how much are you talking about really on an increase? This morning we heard a spokesman for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers say that it would only be about $3.40 a month downstate, the cost, he says, of a Happy Meal, and that it wouldn't be that much more in the northern part of the state.
Well, I wish you'd go over and talk to the AARP, the American Association of Retired People. A lot of folks who live on fixed income, live from pension check to pension check. I don't think he's listening very well to lots and lots of everyday people in Illinois who don't want their utility bill to go up. The bottom line is, under this bill, including the one yesterday, tucked in there is a provision that would allow ComEd to recoup money that the Illinois Commerce Commission has already disallowed, up to maybe $100 million a year. If you go over 10 years, that's $1 billion more that ComEd gets that the Commerce Commission said no to. Now, what's going on here? What's going on here is an end run around independent regulators who by law cannot accept campaign donations from Commonwealth Edison or Ameren or anyone else. Their job is to see that the public interest is protected, not the insiders' interest, not the lobbyists' interests. And those who are out there saying it's only a few dollars. Well, there's an old saying, you can pick the pockets of everyday people, a few dollars here and a few dollars there, and next thing you know, it's billions of dollars. And we're not going to let big utility companies run roughshod over everyday people, families, struggling to make ends meet, folks who want to make sure that our energy policy in Illinois is fair to workers. I really feel that it's not good for Illinois to have higher utility rates, and I know my friends at the ADM company not far from here that have 6,000 employees in Illinois, they stand with me that raising utility rates and giving a guaranteed rate of return to these big utilities is a bum deal for the customer, for businesses, for everyday people who work.
Are there changes that can be made in